Go ahead.
All right, good morning. So I am Carrie Wyatt. I represent the school district of Janesville on the Rock County Anti-Human Trafficking Task Force. And I also am a Spanish teacher at Craig High School. And I serve as the chairwoman of the executive committee for the task force.
Good morning. I'm Scott Marquardt, Chief of Police with the City of Milton Police Department. And I've been at the task force probably for about 5 years. I arrived in Milton about 8 years ago and got introduced to this group, and glad to be a member and glad to be part of the educational group that goes out and talks to folks.
My name is Hollingshead. I am an officer for Janesville PD. I've been at PD for 7 years now, think about that. And got introduced to the task force in January 21, February 21, so a little over 2 years now. I'm currently assigned to our street crimes unit. A lot of our investigations, the survivors of human trafficking in some capacity have been mentioned to our unit or work with, maybe not necessarily work with our unit, but our unit works with them to try and provide them resources. As this goes along, I'll explain what that means, because my primary role is drug investigations.
So just a quick little history. That gentleman in the back is my husband. That's why we were joking. I told him to sit back there. But in 2015, the task force started kind of at a grassroots level, and I'll tell you that JPD was a very big part of that. And so I was introduced to a program through the Women's State Line Foundation, which did a lot of training for a lot of law enforcement, education, social services, that kind of thing. And then in 2017, we had such interest in this mission to keep our youth safe from sex trafficking in Rock County that we formed an MOU with all of our partners, and we currently have over 35 multi-jurisdictional agencies throughout Rock County that deal specifically with youth and trying to keep our youth safe from these crimes. So what we'd like to start with is our mission. As you can see, our mission is to keep our youth safe, and we're specifically talking about youth who are 17 and under. And so we'll go through what that looks like here in Rock County and maybe dispel some of the images that you might have of what sex trafficking looks like. We don't focus on labor trafficking. We also currently have organ trafficking. We do focus on digital trafficking with images, and Lyle and Scott can talk a little bit more about that more later. But again, we're specifically focused on youth sex trafficking. So we're going to start with a 3-minute public service message video that we made with Dry Water Productions that really hits all the big points that we're going to talk about in more detail later. And so I'll cue